For 10 years, AI on your phone meant a smarter keyboard. A better autocorrect. A voice assistant that set timers. On August 12, Google changed that definition. The Pixel 11 launched yesterday. And buried inside the hardware announcement is something that matters more than the chip. Gemini intelligence can now take actions on your behalf. Real actions. In real apps. Without you touching those apps. Order groceries. Book a ride. Reserve a table. Dial a business. Book a flight. You say what you want. Gemini does the steps. You step in only to pay. That is a different kind of AI. And today I am going to show you exactly what it is, and what it is not. Made by Google 2026 happened last night. Comedian Trevor Noah hosted a live show in New York City. NBA star Stephen Curry was there. This is what a Google hardware event looks like in 2026, part product launch, part primetime production. 4 phones launched. Pixel 11. Pixel 11 Pro. Pixel 11 Pro XL. Pixel 11 Pro Fold. All 4 ship August 20th. Pre-orders are live right now. Prices, Pixel 11, $899. Pro, $1,099. Pro XL, $1,299. That is about $100 more than the Pixel 10 models. The reason, a global DRAM memory shortage. The per gigabyte cost of mobile memory went from $280 in 2025 to $12 in 2026. Google's VP confirmed this publicly. Every phone starts at 256 gigabytes. Every model gets 7 years of updates. First surprise, the Pixel 11 Pro Fold ships on August 20th alongside the rest of the lineup. Google has never done this before. The Fold always launched months later. Inside every Pixel 11, the Tensor G5. Google's custom AI processor on an advanced TSMC process. What Google confirmed about performance: 25% faster web browsing than Tensor G5. 15% faster app launches. 50% more TPU compute for AI tasks. Faster on-device processing. Lower energy use. The TPU is the part that matters most for Gemini. It runs Gemini Nano on the phone itself. On-device. Privately. Without sending data to a server. One important correction before I continue. Before launch, many reports said Tensor G5 would be on a 2nm process. That would have been a historic first. Google confirmed a different story at launch. The chip uses an enhanced TSMC 3nm process. Not 2nm. The performance gains are real. The process node claim was not. Now the part that actually changes things. Gemini intelligence. The technical term is Agentic AI. An agent does not just answer questions. An agent takes autonomous multi-step actions in the real world on your behalf. Here is what that means. You say to Gemini, order my usual groceries from Instacart. You do not open Instacart. You do not scroll the list. You do not tap items. Gemini opens the app. Gemini finds the items. Gemini fills the cart. Gemini completes the order process. You step in when it is time to pay. That is it. Same principle for booking an Uber. Getting a table at a restaurant. Having Gemini call a business and wait on hold for you. Getting a flight booked. Ordering coffee at Starbucks. 40+ apps support this at launch. DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart, Lyft, McDonald's, Starbucks, Uber Eats. The mechanism: screen parsing. Gemini reads app interfaces as they appear on screen. Then interacts with what it sees. No Gemini integration required in the apps. Gemini reads the Instacart screen the way you would. And taps things on your behalf. You can monitor every step. You can interrupt it. You can stop it. This is not invisible automation. You stay in control. For practical examples. Example 1. You text a friend about dinner at a restaurant. Gemini reads the message. Surfaces the reservations page. Asks, book a table for 2 at 7. You say yes. Gemini finds availability, selects the time, submits the booking. You confirm payment. Done. Example 2. You are at work. You remember you need groceries. You tell Gemini what you want. Gemini opens Instacart, adds the items, completes the order. You check out. Example 3. Leaving a meeting. You say, book me an Uber to the airport. Gemini finds the ride, selects it, confirms the destination. You pay. Example 4. A busy restaurant that does not take online reservations. Gemini calls them. Waits on hold. Speaks to the host. Books the table. You made 0 phone calls. The honest caveat. Currently confirmed in the US. Also in South Korea with Samsung Galaxy S26. Not every region. Not every app. Not every feature on day 1. Check availability in your country. Now the privacy question worth asking. If Gemini is reading your screen to interact with every app, what data is it seeing? Google's answer, private AI compute. Processing on device using Tensor G5. Explicit user approval required before any action. You see every step. You can stop it. The outstanding question, what exactly Gemini reads across apps in which situations? Hands-on testing after August 20th will give a clearer picture. I will report on what it shows. A few more things worth knowing. Camera, 48 megapixels. 56% more light sensitivity than Pixel 10. 5 times telephoto, up to 30 times zoom. New, 4K portrait video with cinematic bokeh. Camera bar is 40% thinner. Pixel glow on Pro models, RGB LED array in the camera bar. Replaces the thermometer. Flashes up to 8 colors for calls, battery, Gemini feedback. Works face down. Rambler, voice input that handles natural speech. Filler words, run-on thoughts, corrections, processed cleanly. Live Translate now works on YouTube and podcasts, real-time audio dubbing. Pixel Tag, Google's first item tracker. $29. UWB Precision Finding. Here is what I think is actually happening. Google has been chasing Apple and Samsung on hardware for a decade. Better cameras. Better chips. Better screens. With Gemini Intelligence, Google stopped playing the hardware game. If your phone can do things for you while you do other things, the specs become secondary. The question becomes, can I trust the phone to act for me? That is a different competition. Whether Apple matches this at iPhone 18. Whether Samsung extends this globally. Those are the follow-on stories. But the frame has shifted. A phone is no longer what you use to get things done. A phone is now something that gets things done while you live your life. Whether that is better depends entirely on how much you trust Google with your screen. And that is a fair question to sit with. Subscribe for daily AI coverage. Comment below, would you let Gemini order your groceries? Or does this cross a line for you on privacy? I read every comment.